back to NTV's Good Life. Back for an encore performance. Encore recipe. Good friend and co-worker Stephanie Thompson joins me. We just call her Stef. We just know her by the Stef. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on again.
Well, thank you for coming. The last recipe you made was a hit, so she's got another great recipe, and it's a winner chicken dinner.
Yeah, it is a chicken dinner. So, and another TikTok recipe. For some reason, that's where I seem to find my new recipes is on TikTok.
Yeah,
so,
but they make it look easy, and you're going to make this look easy.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like, I think he called it a chicken.
I called it, I think Cobbler. So I just named it chicken cobbler. So that's what I named it.
And then my son last night kind of gave it a chicken pot pie. So you can name it whatever you want.
Yeah.
So it's super easy, and the longest that it takes is to bake it.
Okay, so what did we, because before 9x13 pan, do you recommend?
Yes,
okay.
And I am transporting this out to Kearney Regional today. So I decided to go with the aluminum foil pan, but I used just a regular 9x13 pan last night when I made this. And then when you're preheating the oven, you melt the stick of butter in your pan. So while your oven is preheating, that's melting. You're cutting up your rotisserie chicken, or any kind of chicken will do. You can get it in the can, or if you have chicken breast or whatever. This is a great recipe for leftover chicken.
Great idea.
So we're just going to take and put the chicken pieces on top of the butter.
And your family likes, and grandkids like chicken, don't they?
Oh yeah, we do like chicken. We like about anything besides liver.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a liver fan. No. So, and you know, time purposes, I cut this up last night. I just got a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store, and it, you know, that kind of is more moist. So I think that's why you do that.
Okay.
So one thing the recipe didn't call for was any type of seasoning.
I noticed that when I was typing it out, I'm like, that's kind of odd, but I didn't know if the rotisserie had the seasoning on the rotisserie part to give it that flavor. But
yeah, so I wonder if you could use like a lemon pepper rotisserie.
Ooh, yeah.
I think that would be good, and I maybe would have seasoned it with lemon pepper then, just to give it some extra flavor. And then so I'm just using salt and pepper right now.
Okay.
And
then the lemon pepper, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, I thought that would be really good. You know, when you first start making these things, you don't know. Whoops. And then I added some garlic salt, just because I like a little bit of garlic. And then one of my all-time favorite seasonings is called Reruns, and it's made in Republican City.
Oh, yeah.
So I get this at my local grocery store, and I just love the flavor of it. So that's pretty much what you do with this. Then you take 2 cups of milk, which I've already measured out here.
Now we had to have the oven, when you melt the butter, and that didn't take very long.
No.
You melt the butter, then you leave the oven on, because this goes together quickly. So it's at, what'd you say, 350?
It's at 350, yes, and it bakes for 45 minutes. So you have 2 cups of milk, and then the Red Lobster biscuit mix, which everybody I think loves that.
How do you not?
And it calls for 2 cups, but the person on TikTok said to just dump it all in. So
there was just a little bit left in the bag.
Yeah, so we just dumped it in and then put the seasoning in there. If you want to whisk that up.
I would love to.
Thank you. And I will then mix up the, sorry for reaching over you.
No, you're fine.
I will mix up the 2 cups of chicken stock and a can of cream of chicken soup.
Perfect.
One thing that they were using on the recipe was cream of chicken with herbs, and I couldn't find it.
When you saw that, I couldn't find. I've never heard of it, but why not?
Why not? I think that would give it a little bit more flavor then too. So it was very good, but it just needed some more flavor. So that's what we're doing today, is just adding some more flavor to it.
Yep. Okay.
So once that's all mixed up,
want me to pour that on top of your?
Yes, just pour it on top of the chicken.
Now you can find, for those that may not be familiar with the Red Lobster biscuit mix, you can find that pretty much anywhere, right?
I think so. I mean, I was at Walmart and got it.
And it's in the, is it in the, with the cakes, or where's that at? Do you remember?
Oh my goodness.
Because
it was
I know
hard
a lot
for
of
me
people
to find.
Yeah.
It was not in with the cakes. It was over by the Bisquick, which was not over by the pancake mix.
So I'm just gonna pour this over all this?
Yes, pour it over all of the chicken.
Do you sing when you cook?
Not always.
Okay, but do you sometimes?
Not really. I kind of
Oh.
just have my speaker on and
Yeah, you're always busy. For those that may not know, Stephanie, tell everybody what you do here.
I
For
am
us.
a marketing consultant with NTV in Fox, Nebraska. I've been here for 4 years.
Yay.
So we have worked together for quite a while, and it's kind of fun to come on the show and be a guest instead of being behind the scenes, but
Yeah.
it's a little nerve-wracking. I'm
Well-
going to borrow your whisk because
Okay.
I think this will mix up a little better.
Which she's not telling you, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Steph, so thank you.
Oh,
thank
well,
you.
thank you.
And
All
it's
of
a
the
true
team.
story. We get to work with some amazing people, so.
So
we got another
one
minute
thing
left.
about this too is we do not mix it up.
Yeah.
You just pour it on top, and so that's what we're going to do with this as well.
Okay.
Is we're going to just pour it on top.
Again, the oven's at 350 degrees. You bake it for
45 minutes
45
and then let
minutes?
it sit for 15 minutes. It'll be jiggly in the middle, but it's done. So last night I actually did add about 5 more minutes because the outside was not completely done.
So just watch. But all right, great recipe, Stephanie. We're going to share this recipe on our website, Nebraska.tv, later today. Thanks for being my guest today.
Thank you for
Appreciate it.
having me.
Friends, thank you for making this the best hour of my day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.